we don't want to be here. It's best to walk away from anything that makes you feel stuck, because what's also happening is that you're in some kind of competitive situation. But I feel like if you use your intuition, if you use your knowledge, you're gonna come on top of that, and you're gonna, like I'm seeing here, you're gonna have so much money in abundance. Hi Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing your second half of November tarot prediction. So watch this if you're Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Before we get started, as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope you all had an amazing Scorpio new moon. So I know that actually, if you look at astrology predictions for new moon of Scorpio, you will see like a lot of people saying something like, oh, this new moon is so chaotic, it's crazy. Again, you guys, intentions are powerful. And I actually believe that, first of all, the way this new moon works just in general for collective versus for you, if you have Scorpio placements, it can be a very different thing, because I personally do not view this new moon of Scorpio as a negative for Scorpio placements, especially, or for your individual astrology placements, unless it's in conflict with something in your individual chart, which is why it's always important to know what's happening in your own chart. You know, it's not just like collective general, you know what I mean? Anyway, for all the information about private readings and bookings, all the links are in the description box. Something I do want to say is that this channel only has one Etsy shop, so I have to repeat this, and sorry if it's repetitive, but I have to do this because there's no other shops, there is no Instagram page, there is no TikTok for this channel. I have my personal Instagram, but I do not have Instagram or TikTok for this channel. So I really hope you are being careful. We have this YouTube, we have our Etsy page, Etsy shop, sorry, which is, the links are down below. Vimeo, obviously, where you can get extended at my Vimeo tarot course. But everything else is this is the only thing we have, basically. So just want to make sure you guys know. So yes, Vimeo course continues to be also on sale for the rest of November. Link to register for that, to sign up, is in the description box. And of course, we also have our Scorpio special webinar where we go in detail over specific times. It's very detailed astrology analysis for Scorpios. So it's a Scorpio webinar. Everyone who has big 3 in Scorpio is welcome to join. Links to register in the description box. Currently there are 2 options to register for this. One is basically webinar plus mini reading by me, so it's like where I go into your chart and give you some of the most specific things you need to know about 2024. And then there is also an option to book a full, it's a very detailed analysis, very full 2024 reading for you, where I look at, it's a personalized prediction for 2024, where we go into your transits for 2024. We even look at your solar and Venus returns. We look at your secondary progressions for the year 2024. It's honestly like one of the things I'm very proud of in terms of my own analysis that I'm doing. So yeah, anyway, without any further ado, I have a new deck. Oh my god, look at this, it's doing this rainbowy thing. So I have a new deck that I cannot wait to dive into. But anyway, what I want to say also about the Scorpio new moon that we just had, and we are reading right now the second half of November, is that I do not believe that for Scorpio placements it's negative. Of course, a lot depends on you, right? Consciousness is everything. So for me personally, the way I've been feeling this, I've been avoiding any kind of any kind of petty energy and I've been focusing on gym, like working out a lot. I have extra energy to work out, fitness, exercise, healthy lifestyle, very important for Scorpios, because we have North Node in your 6, of course, and we have this Mars and Sun about to make their conjunction in your sign. Ceres, also asteroid of nurturing, is in the sign of Scorpio too. So right now it's important that you guys give yourself some extra nurturing. What else? White Moon Selena, actually, as I'm recording this, just entered, I believe, Taurus. Again, it's not a planet, it's not an asteroid, even though there is an asteroid Selena. I have on my other channel more information about that. And if by mistake I ever say that asteroid, is sometimes just it's hard to explain. It's point of the moon, just like Black Moon Lilith. So it's opposite of that. So White Moon Selena just entered Taurus, which I think is a beautiful thing, because it's gonna give us all much more harmony, much more peaceful energy, much more beauty. So Very, very positive. And for you, of course, guys, it's in your 7th house. So expect an extra boost when it comes to your relationships. Anyway, let's see, finally, any card wants to come out. It's a new deck, so I have to really shuffle. All right. A couple of cards want to jump out. So we have interest. Oh, I actually have not seen this card yet. So we have contact and we have collective consciousness. Interesting. So for me, you know, we've been talking about this, you guys. We've been talking about this in your previous video. I think it's in the You've Shifted Timelines video, where I talked about that for a lot of you, this is a very, very powerful time period of cosmic downloads. Like, you can really connect to nature in your own way. You can connect to your higher self in your own way. And for a lot of you, you might literally feel like there is a transmission of this frequency, which helps you even upgrade your own being. And again, you know, coming together, using your voice, you know, like collective consciousness here with contact, it's like for a lot of you, you will really step into understanding, you know, your power. So we have here Judgment. Let me see. It's a new deck. We have here also 4 of Wands. Shuffle. We have the Alchemist. You know, everything we've been talking about, this is the new deck. All of these cards just confirm that, you know, we've been on the right track. We also have here the Devil, ooh, and we have the Chariot. So the way I'm seeing this is like this. You right now are this like powerful, you know, force of nature, if you will. With the Chariot card, you have the ability, you have the strength, you have the drive, you have the determination, the energy to achieve right now whatever it is you need to achieve. So a very, very powerful time for a lot of Scorpios. Of course, we also talked about the Alchemist, right? It's your ability to transform, you know, to transform any kind of maybe even lower vibrational energies here with the Devil card, any darkness around you, any of your own even shadow, any of your own darker side, like, you know, qualities into something more powerful, something more positive. Again, with the 4 of Wands, this is, to me, is like homecoming. Also, it is the Arc of Triumph, which is one of the, even if we go by Vedic constellations in the sign of Scorpio, Vishakha, right? I think the symbol is the Arc of Triumph. So a lot of you, especially if right now you are doing any kind of shadow work, some of you are doing shadow work right now, there is an opportunity to really look at your own dark side, look at your own maybe, anything that arises within you and transform that. One of the things that really helped me recently to transform some of my own, you know, quote unquote negativity, darker side, if you will, is looking at whatever I feel it. You know, sometimes to our family, right? We can have conflict with them. They do things that drive us nuts. And by the way, right, second half of November is what? Thanksgiving. Here you go, beginning of holidays. Sometimes there are people around us that do things that just, it feels insane, right? But what helps is, like, whenever you have any kind of emotions, right, arising, any kind of reactive nature, right, arising, what really helps is to just observe it neutrally. Like, oh, okay, I really like want to say some nasty things right now. I don't judge myself for this right now. I just observe neutrally whatever arises within me. Become this neutral observer, and this is how you can neutralize, honestly, any negativity that you see around you. Because, see, that's the thing. Whenever you see something, again, for the lack of a better word, quote unquote, negative, right? There's usually so much reaction and response, which is normal, it's human. But in case you're wondering how to transform and transmute the energy, the best thing to do is, the first step is just to observe whatever you see neutrally, and like with your consciousness direct, depending of course on situation you're observing, things to a higher timeline, things to better, to better energy. We also have here with Judgment card here. So a lot of maybe you've literally been seeing things more clearly. I've recently been feeling this for sure, like seeing everything very, very clearly and like having this mental clarity. So Judgment, collective consciousness, and of course contact. For some of you, by the way, you guys might really feel like you're quote unquote star seed. Maybe you resonate, with things like soulmates, twin flames, star seeds, light workers. Again, it's all kind of new age terms. Some of you resonate with it, some of that do not. But I feel like regardless, whatever your belief system is, there is a chance right now to, I feel like, connect more so with your higher self, more so with, your own, like your own mission on earth, if you feel about this. And again, it doesn't have to be something so big and so huge, right? Oh, I'm gonna change the world. It could be, quote unquote, you know, seemingly small things that have far more impact that you realize. That's what I'm seeing here. Wow, powerful. All right, let's see now when it comes to love, what do my Scorpios need to know? I'm gonna keep using this deck for a little bit more. It's new, it has a lot of cards too. It's like both Oracle and Tarot, I think 2 in 1. Oh my god, we again pull same cards. Anyway guys, I'm gonna, and you see I shuffled right on camera. Let's see, let me pull a few more cards. So we have the Devil and we have 4 of Wands. Let's see a little bit more. We have King of Pearls, which is King of Pentacles. We're dealing with Capricorn. 4 of Swords. All right, okay. Bottom of the deck is 8 of Swords. So what I feel like is happening for a lot of you is you're understanding maybe something about the situation you were previously in and seeing it very, very clearly. For a lot of you, you see how something perhaps you dealt with is just, I'm hearing subpar, word S-U-B-P-A-R, and I never use this word, so I don't know, somebody maybe uses this word here. Subpar. So you're realizing maybe that your standards or boundaries or expectations were not met in some situation. And again, I don't particularly see that you are like crying about it, but I feel like you have a lot of basically insight right now into where you are, where you were, maybe previously in the past, where you want to be. There is a sense here with the 4 of Swords where maybe you're like not in a hurry to make any kind of decision, rush into anything. There is a sense like, let me just recover from, whatever it is, maybe the energy you've been dealing with. Let me see. Yeah, there is a sense of like you really, with 2 4s, especially here, 4 of Wands and 4 of Swords, for some of you, there is a sense of like spending more time at home or just being more focused again on number 4 represents stability, order, right? Creating some kind of maybe order at home, spending more time at home, recovering and resting. And you do have someone who is trying to show you that they can be the one. They are pretty obsessed actually with you, but they do seem like a restrictive influence. And this person is trying to show you, especially if they have any kind of success, wealth, resources, this person is trying to show you how they can be the one. But I feel like to be with them creates restriction in your life. It's almost like you do not feel free and you don't want to be there because it's just not it. Let me see a little bit more. Also, somebody could have a limiting home situation. I don't know what it means. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. I feel like for a lot of you, you're ready for something completely new. I feel like people around you, maybe you even watch like tarot videos, I don't know what you watch. There are people who are telling you that, oh, this person is so obsessed with you, they're so in love with you, they cannot let go. And I do think that, this is to a degree, this is true. But again, they can be obsessed with you, they can be in love with you, but is this really meeting your standards? Again, something that you're gonna learn, I think, for some of you is like, once you really start prioritizing yourself is when you're stable within yourself, when you are self-regulated, even emotionally, you are not gonna just jump at every single thing that's offered to you. And I'm not saying you do, by the way, I know it sounded kind of mean. I'm not saying you do, but okay, so someone is obsessed with me. What do you want me to do now? Like, what do I need to do about it? Nice to know, good to know. But for some of you, honestly, you don't even need to go there anymore. Again, maybe like I will have to name this reading as something like only watch if you want to know the truth or something, because it's a little bit like tough love reading today. But I just feel like, what's the point of going there? I feel like you might have been dealing with a person who might have said, oh, I'm just stuck in this home situation or whatever. But again, this is a choice. Everything we do is a choice. If they chose to prioritize someone or something else, again, doesn't have to be another person, it's a choice, and it's also your choice how you respond to it. I'm not telling you that, oh, you definitely have to leave this behind, never talk to them again. But ask yourself, do you want to choose someone who doesn't put you first? For some of you, the answer is yes. You maybe recognize that, well, some of my own behaviors created that, I can change that, I can manifest different outcomes. Totally, everything is possible. No, I'm being serious. Everything is possible. It's not true if someone tells you that, oh no, this person is never gonna change, whatever. Everything can change. The only constant in life is change. Your question, the question to you is, and I think the good question for you to ask yourself is, do you want to be with someone? Do you want to even be manifesting someone who at some point, whether it was your own creation, right? In manifestation community especially, we talk about how, right, everything is our own creation. But like, do you really want to be with someone who at some point made a very, very clear choice and you were not the first priority? And again, not to make you angry or anything, but it's an honest reading here. For some of you can forgive this, it doesn't matter to you first. Some time ago when I was dealing with similar situation, not like this, a little bit different, basically prioritizing was an issue. To me, it was an immediate turn off. If I'm not a number one priority in the life of the man that I'm with, there's nothing to go on with. Because I am also the kind of person, let's just say, if I'm in a relationship, I put the person first, and so it's not like something narcissistic, like, oh, you just put me first and I will think about it. No, not like that. I'm someone who really puts my relationships, like, they're important to me. Or not to be in a relationship is great as well, right? But there's certain expectation of what you want to deal with when you're in a relationship. And it's a question to you. Do you want to forgive this? Knowing that, again, the person had an opportunity to choose you, to prioritize you, but they didn't. Again, it's an open-ended question. I'm not answering it for you. But for some of you, you quite clearly understand that the time has come for something new. It's a one Ace of Swords. Especially as, we are entering this new year. We just had this new moon. Doesn't make sense, Let's see what else. Wait, I don't know what it is. Oh, thank you note from the tarot deck, but I did not know this was still in the deck. But basically, the way I will read this is something around Thanksgiving might be taking place. Maybe there will be some kind of big change for you. We have new cycle here, new opportunities. The Magician. For a lot of you, you're manifesting a new beginning right now. You already manifested even a new beginning, but you're just kind of seeing how it unfolds. The Lovers. I feel like for you, there is this newer energy, maybe multiple even options, where, what you are understanding right now, I feel like, is that you have worked so hard, you have put so much effort into becoming a better version of yourself. What can I accept here? Like, what do I really want for myself? 10 of Wands. And for some of you, it's like, yes, there are moments where there's a little bit of uncertainty. You might even feel, for some of you, again, you might still feel some of the pain of the old situation. But also I feel like you are right now starting to understand how multifaceted some of these things are. I don't know how this works here. It's almost like you understand the complexity maybe of some situations, but again, you're making some choices, and I feel like some of your choices have to do with choosing something, choosing something new, choosing something where you can have this victory. Because I feel like for a lot of you, look at this, we have literally, right, 2 arcs. Some of you could literally have Visakha placements if you go by Vedic. It's again, it's this arc of triumph, right? But I think what's important here is that there is this new identity, I feel like, that's emerging within you, where some of the things maybe you tolerated, or some of the things maybe you've accepted in the past, you do not, accept this anymore. You're a different version of yourself, simply. You have different priorities. And when you start showing up for yourself differently, when you start making different choices, you're no longer entertaining or even considering, you know, being second best or being with somebody who's uncertain with you, having this whole, you know, what do you call it, avoidant to, there's avoidant, right, attachment style, and there is anxious, right, attachment style. So some of you might have felt like you had an anxious attachment style to this person. I feel like for a lot of you, leaving something behind simply because, you know, like for some of you, a person came towards you and said that, listen, you know, I'm hearing, it's so funny, you know how in, I think it was in Sex and the City, old episode where Samantha was right with this guy, and the guy is calling her and saying, it's over, I left, you know, my wife, right? And I'm not saying that you guys were dealing with someone who was married, no, not at all, not necessarily. But she was like, who are you? Like, so for some of you have a person who says, oh, I finally, you know, me and this person I know more, would be again, an ex-girlfriend, whatever, some ex-job, it doesn't have to be a person. For some of you, this is actually the news that maybe recently came out, but you already are on a new journey. Took too long maybe to this person, whoever you were dealing with, to make these choices. Queen of Cups. And I feel like right now it's good for you to listen to your own intuition first and foremost. And really, like, if there's still something within you where you feel some pain, you feel some hurt, something you need to let go eternally, listen to that, honor that. Because the future is unfolding, it's in front of you right now. And look at this, I was saying the future is unfolding, it's in front of you. The creation of something new, never before seen, divine guidance to follow your heart. So in a way, it's like you're healing your heart right now. Three of Swords, Queen of Cups. You're letting yourself feel whatever you need to feel, because what's in front of you is so much, you know, is so far greater than whatever it is you had to let go of. Concept, again, for a lot of you, there's something here where there's basically it's crazy. We just talked, right, about shadow work, like you know, in the beginning of the reading. So yes, there is something for a lot of you guys where you're not ignoring, you're not suppressing, you're not judging yourself for any even quote-unquote negative emotions that arise, but you just let them, you know, you let yourself feel them, and you observe that, like neutral, like in a neutral way. Because again, I do feel like for a lot of you, there is this upgrade of your frequency that's happening. Something really big is on the horizon, and you're transforming your thoughts, specifically how you used to view some situations. And it's like everything becomes much more light. You start moving in a different way than before. Before, I feel like you were stuck. You were, you know, I'm hearing the song, I miss you like the desert misses the rain, or something like this. So before, you were in some kind of, almost, it feels like desert. Maybe you really craved for that attention, for those emotions, for that love. And it constantly felt like you're this, you know, water of emotions in this dry desert. So I don't know if maybe your person, whoever you used to deal with, was cold to you. Maybe they were just, again, avoidant, whatever. Maybe they were ignoring you. I don't know. But it's like, now I feel like you are out of this place where you were stuck. Again, maybe even, you know what, for some of you, it's of course about somebody you were dealing with before. Again, it's not a new energy. It's something that I feel like is coming up from maybe from the past that you are releasing now. For some of you, it could even be a dynamic with family members where, you know, you were constantly denied your reality. You were constantly, you were never acknowledged. Whoever, maybe the parent you were dealing with, or family member you were dealing with, their feelings, their reality was the one that mattered, but your side of story, your feelings, that was always, you know, how to say, that was always just kind of like ignored. It was never given attention to. But you've let this go. This is like this shadow work that's coming out. And now it's like there's so much of this new energy that's coming in. Four of Cups. King of Cups. There are romantic opportunities, but I feel like you're at this point right now where you're almost like enjoying this quote-unquote last-minute single, or like you're just enjoying your freedom or some space. For some of you who are not single anymore, maybe you're dating someone new. You need a moment to yourself right now because you're really starting to see your potential. For some of you, maybe recently you started to wake up to your potential. Maybe you've seen something inspirational. Maybe you realize that you're capable of so much more, you know, than you were kind of settling for. You can have so much more in your life. You can go so much further. And again, because Mars and, you know, and Sun and Scorpio conjunction is so powerful, Mars and Scorpio is very strong. Again, people keep saying how, oh my God, it's a negative new moon. I mean, it's very basic, okay, to think like this. It's for a lot of people who say that, oh, chaotic events around the world are happening because Mars and Sun and Scorpio conjunction. No, it is not true. It's if you want my opinion, why I think we have a lot more like chaos recently in the world is, first of all, has to do with eclipses, North Node in Aries, South Node in Libra. Aries and Libra can create this kind of destabilization of just harmony in the world. That's number one. Number two, North Node, if you look at it, is conjunct dwarf little planet, it's asteroid, a little planet, Eris, E-R-I-S. If you look at some of the even recent, like 2020, whenever there was more like chaotic energy, there is always this Eris energy that's present. So I don't think, like, I don't understand why Scorpio energy always gets blamed, because I don't think this is it, right? So anyway, long story short, Scorpio energy actually is great for you right now. I just really want you to get it into your brain, and you can do and you can achieve so much. So be curious, be ambitious. Because for a lot of you, I'm hearing you're connecting to your dark feminine energy. Again, dark feminine doesn't mean negative, it doesn't mean mean, but with the Queen of Swords, it's like you used to be a person who did not have any boundaries, maybe. You used to be a person who could not articulate what you're expecting in a relationship. Maybe you used to be a person who was codependent. And now you are looking back and you are realizing times have changed, you have changed. For a lot of you, you have either become recently or are in the process of becoming a lot more independent. Having clear boundaries, knowing when to say no, how to articulate also that you are not happy maybe with something, or you're not going to be accepting something. Queen of Pearls. And you're balancing yourself as well. There's a lot of self-care with this card I'm seeing. You're taking care of yourself. You're embodying this feminine energy, but in a very powerful way. Knight of Cups. Naturally, of course, you're also drawing a lot of love into your life. But the question is, like, for a lot of you, I feel like, am I ready, to fully go there? Because you have a person who is obsessed with you and who is trying to gain you back. For some of you, it's out of question, absolutely, no. For others, you are not sure. So this is the energy I've been seeing a lot, actually, in your readings. You want something new, you want something healthy. Two of Swords. And again, you see how this arc keep coming up? Arc of Triumph. You're going to be triumphant. But it's almost like there's a moment where you're taking care of some kind of internal disbalance. Exactly, look at this. I was talking about disbalance, and this card talks about balance. Balance, choice, adaptability. So you're finding this balance right now, internally. Let me put this card aside for a little bit. So nice. Should we keep going here? Six of Cups. For a lot of you, this, if you have kids, you're spending time with them. For others, it's you healing your own inner child, perhaps. For some of you also, maybe you had a family member, or you have right now some kind of dynamic with somebody who is trying to get emotions out of you, I'm hearing. Like, it's important for you to stay balanced, because there is an energy that's trying to get almost like emotionally manipulate you. Again, it could be, it's interesting, we're doing this reading for second half of November when we have holidays. Again, not all of you obviously have toxic family situations, but for some of you, I'm seeing there is an energy that tries to get your emotions out, and it's important for you, again, if you are self-regulated, if you are just neutrally observing everything that's going on without judgment, without, you know, whatever reaction people try to get out of you, if you do not give them that because you are internally balanced, I don't see any issue. Like yesterday, for example, it was when it was new moon of Scorpio, I really wanted to go to the beach in the morning. Like, I don't know, it was very random. I went to go to the beach, and I don't know why. Usually on, like, you know, during the week, it's not too busy, but it was so busy. And I remember like running, there's a lot of people. And people obviously, you know, like you can see the energy like is very chaotic. People are mean, like people like, I don't know, like, you know, just like, you know, when people are like, around you are just, you know, not smiling, slamming doors, you know, like there's impatient energy, people are honking in cars. And I was like, you know, I put a smile on because I'm like, I know what's going on, but you know what? I'm not gonna let this get me out of balance. I'm gonna be in pure bliss, whatever's happening around me. And yeah, that was powerful, basically. I could have gotten emotional quite a few times, even very angry, to be honest, but I stayed, you know, I stayed self-regulated. Let's see. Look at this. Enter at your own risk. Exactly. There is some kind of energy that is trying to lure you in. It could be something your family related. It could be this person, you know, from the past who I do still think is very, very obsessed with you. Again, watch my video about be very careful, I think, because this card came up in that reading too. So I'm gonna, if I remember, I'm gonna try to link it. On my channel, there's a video about something like deception energy. It's, you know, I cannot make this up, guys. There is someone who is trying to, I feel like this person misses your attention because you used to give them so much attention, even when they ignored you, even when they didn't really reciprocate, even when they, you know, were prioritizing other things. Again, it doesn't have to be another person. For some of you, it could be other things. You were not a priority. And this person misses that energy where you would devotionally, you know, I don't want to say worshiping them, but loving them so much. And they also see, for some of you, you're either dating someone new or just whatever it is you're doing. Basically, you redirected the energy. You pulled back your energy. They don't like this. They're trying to lure you in. They're trying to take you back to how things were before between the two of you. I want to tell you, be very, very, very careful with this. You know me? The flames, transformation. This person is trying, actually, I've never seen this card before in this deck. I didn't even know it was here. But something about flames, maybe some of you believe this person is your twin flame. Again, for those of you who don't believe that, it could be that this person is going to try to put up some kind of show. I'm getting some King of Wands energy. This is the person who wants to be noticed by you. They miss your attention. I don't know what you did, honestly, with this person, but you made them feel like they were freaking Elvis Presley or something. I have no idea. Actually, I want to watch the movie, not the Elvis movie, but the other one with Sofia Coppola as a director. Want to watch. It's like supposedly from, my gosh, Lisa Marie? No, it was his daughter. What's the name? Priscilla. Oh my God, Priscilla Presley. Yes, from her end of things. So you made this person feel like they were, I don't know. You know how we Scorpios do this? Put a person on a pedestal. They miss that. No one is giving them that. The initiation is sacred test. For you, it almost feels like a test right now. But again, these cards here talk about you needing to heal yourself. For some of you, you don't want to, like, let me just ask, what is this person offering? What are they trying to do here? They see that you've changed your focus. They see that you're focused on something else. They don't like it. They miss the attention, like I told you. They see that for some of you, you are having very successfully, for a lot of you, this new beginning, this new vitality. Maybe some of you have launched recently a new project, got a new job, just did some kind of glow up. You know how we Scorpios, like, when we really, you know, like shed our skin and go through this death rebirth little moment, especially, of course, it's your birthday now. they see that. They see that you are maybe also focused on building something new. And for some of you, they also see that you don't believe them anymore with Seek the Truth card. Again, there's very deceptive energy with this person. And they might not seem this way. Like they might be very nice and kind. And I see, again, this will resonate with just some of you. For some of them, they might have had an ex-partner. I don't know if they're still together or not. Will depend on all of you. And they might have made it look like this ex-partner was so evil, you know. Maybe for some of them it was. But really, whoever they were with, and maybe for some of them, whoever they are still with, these two people are the same. They like to pretend. Again, but this is very like a little bit shadow work reading, let's go this way. They both like to pretend like angels, especially if they were dealing with the feminine. That feminine likes to be this, oh my, if this person has children or kids, oh my God, I've given birth. Like it's, you know, and again, birth is powerful, right? Having kids is powerful, but this person uses it as a tool. I'm seeing like a manipulation that, oh, I like, you know, I had this, so it means now basically for the rest of my life I have to, I don't know, whatever it is they're trying to get from your person. Again, it could be very specific for some people, maybe not all of you. And the same with that ex of yours. Again, guys, trigger and reading could be, they like to pretend like that they're this angel and my God, just they found themselves in such circumstances. But really, you know, it was all like there is reasons why they did what they did. And there is reasons why they are in those circumstances. So again, I recommend to not, you know, you've made so much progress. I feel like, you know what I feel for a lot of you, you've made so much progress in the right direction when you finally stopped losing your time, when you finally stopped wasting your money for some of you with this person. Again, it's like when you're in a situation when you are helping somebody financially, but maybe again, for some of you, I'm seeing it was as crazy as that, or traveling somewhere on your own money while this person is investing all their money somewhere else, it just doesn't make any sense. And I feel like once you cut, you know, the losing project here, once you've cut the losses, so to say, once you've changed your focus, you really started elevating yourself, started growing so much. So now, of course, naturally, you know, when this happens, this person is like, I want you back. But I don't know, it's almost like, I don't know. You have to be very careful here. Again, what is something that this person wants? It's like they are hopeless because you don't give them love anymore. Because you closed yourself up. For some of you, they want intimacy with you. For some of you, they miss you, you know, opening up. But it's like, even I feel like for some of you who used to feel like you have this spiritual connection with them, or you see them in your dreams or whatever, you've closed even that door. I'm seeing you're not even open to that. So this person feels like, you know, they've lost you, and because they did, honestly, for a lot of you. You have also, for a lot of you, this emperor-like figure. It doesn't mean that you're in a relationship with them yet. I feel like there's a person in your life who is just as dedicated to joy, stability, improving their life as you are, and maybe you're friends with this person. Like there is really someone who, just like you, wants to just have better things in their life without any baggage. Confront, rest, and reconsider. So for a lot of you, this is the moment where you really are like in the stage where you need to be very careful. You're confronting some of your own shadows. Maybe, why do I still think about this person sometimes? Why do I still let this trigger me at times? Or like, why is this person still trying to get my attention? I don't want to be around them. So anyway, we'll take this to the extended. We'll look deeper. Today reading is a little bit different, but this is what came out. Link to the extended is going to be down below. We'll look more into the situation, and we'll look at what other energies are around you, something new perhaps, or something else you need to know. So link to the extended is going to be down below. Love you all guys so much. We'll talk soon. Bye.